Welcome to my These Foolish Things guitar lesson in chord melody style. Hi my dear jazz friends all over the world, Sandra Sherman here. Greetings from Austria. You can download all the lesson material like the tab and the backing track from the link down below in the description box. Please also visit my lesson shop GuitarVersum.com for more lessons like this one. And now let's get started. We're in the key of E flat major and we have the classic jazz standard song form AABA. Each section is 8 bars long. We start in E flat with the E flat 6 chord. I play the root first and then the rest of the chord or all the chord. So 6, 5, 5, 4 this is. F, G. And then we have a C minor 11. The chord progression is 1, 6, 2, 5. So E flat was the one chord. The 6th degree of the scale in E flat is C minor 11. This is also how you memorize your progressions, because you take progressions, you memorize progressions that are common, like a 2-5-1 or a 1-6-2-5, etc. So this is just turnaround 1, 6, 2, 5. So that's a C minor 11. Play the G string again, melody, and then the 2 chord F minor 9, B string again, and the 5 chord B flat 13, and B flat 7 flat 9. That's an altered chord. We can always make a fill with an altered chord when it goes back to the 1 chord, because now it's being repeated. The 2 chord now is a dominant chord, F9 instead of minor 9. So instead of 8-6, now we have 8-7, the A, 8-8-8, all the way down to the high E string. Play the E string again, and now a B flat 9 sharp 5 chord. That's an interesting chord. Here's the 9th, and here's the sharp 5. And there's no root in there. The root would be here, all right? And then I play the B flat. Right? Now we go to a 2-5 in the key of A flat. So that's a B flat minor 7. B flat minor 7, but just bar all the way through to B flat is the melody. C, B flat. And now we play a tritone for the E flat. That would be up next. Tritone substitute of E flat is A9 sharp 11. So here would be the A. Play it again, and then go to the resolution chord, the A flat 6-9. And now I play the upper 4 strings first, and then I add the root, the A flat, for the chord fill. Make sure you don't mute that D string. That's a little tricky, I know. If you can't do it, just play the D, G, and B strings as a fill. And now we go to a 2-5 in the key of F minor. G half diminished this is with a D flat in bass, so it's an inversion. I have a good lesson on drop 3 voicing inversions on from the E string, okay? Check it out. So we have the D flat, B flat, F, and the G on top, the root on top. Then I go right to the A flat. That's a little tricky, since I want the remaining of the rest of the chord to keep ringing. If you can't, just lift everything and play it separately. There's a little less room. C7 flat 9 in the shape of a G diminished chord. And now we come to the first ending. The last 2 bars of the A1 section is F9. We resolve not to F minor but to F9. We know this already. And now it gets a little tricky. I play with my pinky. Use your pinky, otherwise you can't play the rest of the chord. It's going to be an F7 with the A in bass. We start with the C. Then we add in the A and the F. Here's the root. And play all 3 again. Then we add the E flat, which is the 7th of the chord, and the 9th on top by barring to that 9th. Oops. And now you move over. This can remain here for a B flat 7 sus4 chord all the way through the B string. So that's 6, 8, 6, 8, 6 fret. I'm saying the fret numbers actually, not the intervals. Then a bass. Fill it up just by picking randomly. To resolution to B flat 7, sus resolves to 7 to its the sus resolves to the 3rd of the chord. And now a little blues fill. You can not play that if you prefer not to. Okay, that's minor pentatonic going to the major, 6, 6 going over to 7. Oh, sorry, this the D and G string going over to the. You can play both actually, but I wrote down this D and G string because that's the 7th in there. Then the 8th fret of the D string, 6, 8, 5. That's basically just the arpeggio, right? And now we start all over again. The first 6 bars are identical. Repeat it. To F9. B flat, minor. A flat. G half diminished. C7 flat 9, and now after that C7 flat 9 or G diminished, second house, second ending, F9 again, the C again, this time with the middle finger because we won't play an F7 again but a B flat 9 sus4 chord. And now I need the B flat and the A flat, root and the 7th in with the other 2 fingers, and I play the whole 3 notes again, all 3 notes. Then the E flat, and then we play, well, you could do 2 ways. You could play the G now, that's the melody, but that's kind of, I don't know, it's a little staccato for me. That's why I play the G note I tap it on the 8th fret of the B string. This way all the chord can stay here without having, you know. And then E flat 6 plus fill, D7 flat 9, that's 5, 4, 5, 4, and fill by playing A, D, G strings. All right, that was actually the A section. I'm gonna play through that entire A1 and A2 section now at slow tempo, okay? 3, 4. Check out my 35 beginner chord melody jazz standards if you want to add some real popular standards to your repertoire. You get the PDF tabs and the Guitar Pro tabs, including standard music notation, and of course you get all the detailed video tutorials. There is a link down below this video in the description box that leads you to the 35 jazz standards. And the bundle price is a real bargain, so grab yours now. Now in the B section, we change to the key of G minor. We start with the G minor 7 here. That's just a filler chord up until a B flat, because the next chord has the first melody tone in it, and it's a G minor 6 or E half diminished. Since the G is in bass, let's call it G minor 6, 5, 7, 5. Here's the 6th of the G minor, and 6. And then we go to real E half diminished with the E in bass. And now 2-5 in G minor is A half diminished, open A string. And then the rest of, well, actually the A half diminished chord, 7, 8, 8, 8. To D7 flat 9 in the shape of an F sharp diminished chord. Okay? And to fill it, I use my middle finger and go down to the D, so I have the D in bass. And I play D, F sharp, C. The thing is, make sure not to mute that middle finger, the index, the D string I mean, with the middle finger. That's a little tricky, I know. If you can't do it, just play the fill with the D, G, and B strings. That's okay too. Then we're on a G minor 9, and you can leave the index, that's the pinky, sorry, here. G, now we're going up the G minor scale, all in G minor chords. That's a great exercise also. G minor 9, G minor 7, then the C is on top, that gives us a G minor 11, and the D is on top, we can play a G minor 9. This is the harmonized G minor scale, with the bass of course. That's very cool. And then we go to G minor 6 or E half diminished inversion here, with the E being here. B flat, E, G, D. Then the C. Then a little fill. I'm going down the E Locrian scale. That's the same as the G Dorian or F major scale. Right? Because it leads me to this tone. I'm trying to go into one of the chord tones of the next chord, and the next chord is going to be an E flat minor major 7. That's this chord actually. So what I do is, it takes me there. I don't want to fret the whole entire chord right now. So what I do is I play one by one. I'll play the bass, and I'll play the B string and the E string. So I don't even need this one. 7th fret, 6, 7th fret, 6th fret. B flat with the D in bass is next, inversion. Here's the B flat actually. And a D on top, right? Glide down to the G minor 11, G minor 7. We have this now already, and C minor 7. F9, we had this. Pick up F to go into the B flat 7, 13, sorry. So that's this chord, but with a B flat on top, so I bar all over it, and I play the bass and the highest 3 strings. And then I pick from the D string actually, because I want to have the 7th in the chord as well. Actually it's 16th notes, and they are played straight, even. So actually, then we rest on this B flat, 1 E and E, 2, and now we have a descending movement from G all the way down to F minor 7. G minor 7, you know this chord already. G flat. Okay, so I play all the strings and then D, G, B for fill. G flat, F minor 11. Sorry, that was a triad. F minor 11. And then that's the 2 chord going to the B flat altered, resolving to the E flat. I take a tritone sub, E9 flat 5 actually. And then I add the E bass, that's really spacey. And that takes me, the E takes me to E flat, but I can't play E flat down here, so I have to go up an octave, okay? Okay, here is the entire B section for you at slow tempo. 3, 4. help to keep the free video tutorials of this channel running by becoming a member of the channel, and you can do so by clicking the join button right next to the subscribe button, which also grants you access to my mini lessons. You can also say a little thank you by clicking the thanks button and donate a little something. This really helps with the productions of the videos. Thanks a lot. If you're into jazz ballads, check out my jazz ballads playlist. I have literally hundreds of YouTube tutorials in chord melody style up on my YouTube channel. Please give this video a fat thumbs up and write a comment, because these things are so important for me as a creator. You know, the YouTube algorithm and stuff. If you want to have the tabs, go to my lesson shop GuitarVersum or click the link down below in the info box. And I hope to see you next week. Servus, Baba.